the other two teams in their group are GG How and Copenhagen Wolves. So
Yeah.
they are definitely sort of the top seeds of the group here, I'd say. They're definitely looking to be the best. But all this talk, let's get underway with the pistol round. Let's really kick this off.
Well, let's find out. We're kicking things off right on Anubis. CT's maybe not so keen on sitting still. 3 men down into middle. Maybe have a feeling what 9 Pandas can be thrown their way, but instead it's going to be a contact A play, it seems. Flash going in, and fast-paced they go. Not too much waiting for them just yet, but here comes that mid-rotation. Already eyes are upon them, trying to fire left and right, but not much connecting on actually neither side, which can now guarantee them a bomb plant.
Yeah, and a difficult 5v5 retake, and they've got this on lockdown. I like this aggressive play, trying to halt them, even taking this control, even getting a foothold into sight. The first domino does topple. That time we're already half gone here as well. Jump up, was it? I don't think so. Gizmy trying to lead the charge, spots one head, can't find the kill, so the rest of the team comes flooding in one by one and taken down in such a fashion as well. Hades putting up a little bit of a fight, gets one. It's now the 1v1 smoke to try cover the plant, but not even allowed to blossom, and 9 Pandas, they steal away the pistol.
Yeah, already the very fast-paced aggression onto the side. Not really, you know, it feels like they had a plan in mind. They executed it. Weren't really met with a lot of aggression, and with that, you know, already a bomb plant secured in the pistol round is almost a bit of a win in itself. But having that relatively early on in the round, and with that, you still have all 5 men alive. Good sign. And with this, you can try to build upon this nice foundation. See what you can do. See how big you can make that gap. As now Monte, they're going to try to do, well, their best with just pistols. They're stacking up here over towards his B site. Hoping to run out. Hoping to get something going. But so far, it's the Galils and the AKs trying to spray left and right. Alright. Demke does find one, but that will be all.
Yeah, it will indeed. Lovely start from them, however. Keeping it clean, keeping it efficient, keeping the cogs turning. Now is going to be the real test of the metal. I say it's a bonus round. It doesn't even really particularly feel like it. You got the 2 Galils, but other than that, you are being met head on with firepower if you are Monte here. Oh, here we go. Looking like they're leaving... I was going to say looking like they're leaving A a little bit alone for the start of the round, going for this mid-aggression and play instead, and I like it. It's going to be a bloodbath. Taking the canals control, the flash is good, but it's not good enough. Both taken down. It's 2 for 1 on the opening duel. A little more firepower coming through. Ryu holding the line, waiting here. They almost line up, but not quite. Lovely kill as Shafee rounds the corner with speed immense.
Oh, 6 HP left on Hades here. Retreats back for a bit, reloads. And now, what is the strategy going to be? I see that bomb being picked up. 9 Pandas making a run for it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just a bit of a fake. Bomb's actually heading back towards B. Hoping to play with the minds of Monte. Crad is in a really good spot here, but still no presence of the CTs noticed. And Monte starting to doubt as well. Could they have gone back? Well, the longer they wait, of course, the bigger the chances that the CT will roam around. Maybe get into an angle that you don't want them to be in. But I think they are lucky. Bomb can be planted. No CT close. And honestly, Monte, I doubt they will be going for this. Oh, unless Hades comes in with a big clutch. If he can tap away. Of course, not much skin being shown here. Actually, oh, gives me hope to find something. And honestly, if he maybe would have gotten at least a tag, get maybe Shelfie out of position there, maybe they could have found a way back into this round. But you lose that one man. There's honestly nothing you can do. Just hope that you can stay alive. Oh, wait, hold on. Footsteps being heard, and oh no, Crad just a little bit more ready for that. Alive with 2 HP. And here we go, 3 rounds in a row for 9 Pandas.
Devastating stuff here. And it hurts, you know, they just tucked in. 9Pandas beautifully played there. You know that you don't particularly need to peek. You've got that presence towards Canal. You just gotta hide. You know, someone peeks you from main, they've gone all the way around the world. You lose one player, you play off the back of it. But they knew they just had to buy a little bit of time there and hope that just ward Monte off, push them towards, you know, gently nudge them, go, you know you want to, you know, make them think it's their idea. But now, you know, Monte back on the pistols. A couple of smokes here, so clearly something in mind. And 9Pandas, goal here, just limit damage. Just limit the amount of damage. Make sure that you take away as much of that armor, as many of those upgraded pistols as well. And don't let them take any of those AKs into the next round. And Monte, they're moving as a pack here. I like this.
Into Milday will go. No one's actually home in this part of the map. Maybe Demka will come to rotate over. But honestly, rifles versus pistols, it's going to be a very uphill battle for Monte to try and make something work. Bit of a tag up on Shelby. Actually, Rue will be able to finish that kill. But again, it's all of short effect. It will stay with just that one. And 9Pandas just continue the train. 4 rounds in a row. Monte, though, are able to buy up yet again. But we need to maybe see something different from them in this round.
Yeah, we are going to need to see a switch up. You know, 4 rounds, 4-0 is sort of a typical start, I guess. You know, you lose that opening gun round. Can go either way. This is where it really starts to matter. You've got that AWP online on Hades. He's an AWPer that I've sung praises for ages. You know, his tenure on Ent, magnificent stuff. We're going to really need to see it find that impact, and preferably early on for them as well. The longer you let Monte sit and simmer, the worse it gets. Yeah, having a little bit of a look. Through for the execute. But look at that, Ryu ahead of all of them. The aggressive peek shuts down the execute in its place.
I love that. That's great timing and use of momentum there. And immediately rotations come over. They try to get ground across the map, push into water here. So far, so good. 9Pandas, though, they have conquered the site, but they are 2 men down. It's going to be a tough one to try and hold. And actually, they lose their, one of their star players, the longest player, in fact, in the midst of their fight.
Yeah, difficult one here, but Result, lovely shot. Something they were criticized for was their defense against retakes, and it seems like everyone's frozen in place. There we go. A shot to Result. Didn't want to let us see this too powerful of a moment there, but they do. They get the defuse, plenty of time spare, and they secure themselves the first round on the board. Pretty good fashion as well. You got the AWP still in hand. You're running around, a little bit wounded perhaps, but great way to start. Need to double down on this, however. If this is one and done, 9Pandas, they've got the money to buy back into this. Their economy in a stellar place. And I'm guessing we might be heading into a little bit of a technical pause here, potentially. Snazzy little flyby. But yeah, I like what I saw from that round. We talked about the early aggression, taking those early fights as well. We need to see more of that. We need to see more of those aggressive peaks.
Yeah.
And shutting 9Pandas down really before they get onto site. Although potentially, as I said, something that was a little bit criticized in their Blast Bounty match was their defense against retakes on their T side. So maybe you know, if you do let it go either way. I think we're too early into the game particularly to say anything. You said this as well. A little bit of a honeymoon period potentially with both of these teams having roster shakeups.
True.
Not sure how true it is for the fact that, you know, Monte, they've just brought back on players that have been on their team, but is a new core around them. I think. Looks like we might be ready to go again.
Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe we are.
No.
I hear some
Yeah,
typing. No. Match got paused again, but I do see Elf, for example, she buying up. Elf, of course, newest addition to 9Pandas, and honestly, I'm excited. He is 90 years old, is pretty unknown, and 9Pandas picked him up, probably trialed him, and honestly, he's got good potential. He's been having pretty great stats with his open hand. and has been really proven so far to be quite a reliable force alongside Resold to really get the fragging power in. Tends to shine maybe a bit more on CT side. Is actually quite a playmaker up on CT side with his AWP. But curious to see what he can do with a T side AWP.
I've also just seen that Crad is 8-2 already.
Yeah,
that's kind of snazzy. But yeah, I'm excited to see from this team. I think I think it was it Alv. A couple of these players maybe not as much experience in the public eye as people might have expected from the new sort of additions to Nine Pandas. I say relatively unknown, a little bit more underground if you haven't been as familiar, potentially with the tier 2, tier 3 scene. So real chance to have to prove themselves here. There's high expectations and some kind of big boots to fill as well.
Looking at the window position. Now already too keen on pushing this. Yet again, Monte very heavy with their B defense. 3 men strong. Ooh, that's actually an opportunity for Nine Pandas. They hope to maybe spot someone on the other side instead, but no, got decapitated, and Rue is actually burning as well. Needs to back off.
Yeah,
so without Monte really doing much. Yeah, it's getting a bit tricky. There's so much pressure happening on the Nine Panda side. Luckily, Rue is able to get one back. But is it going to be enough to keep them standing in this round immediately? As soon as we got all this chaos going on over towards B, Nine Pandas take their legs, run immediately to A, get another bomb plan going.
Yeah, the distraction so tunnel visioned on that site, and now a retake on their hands. Hades to the back of the head. Result falls, looking, hoping maybe someone's going to come from mid, but now all attention over towards main. They've cleared it out. They know where the enemies lie. Alf gets one, but this is a fight. They are being pushed off of this site. And no more utility left to try do this. They've got to take the fight's bodyguard to defend, but it's a long defuse. They've got to peek it at some point. Get the first, get the second. Now there's nobody left. And 3 versus 2, all they had to do was hold on. And Alv massacres everyone.
Oh my, I'm not sure if we got replays going, but my lord, that was wild. I would love to see the point of view of Nine Pandas there. Because pretty much a massacre, 2v3, it's quite difficult. Sure, I guess you got the advantage of the bomb weighing in, so as soon as one player falls, it could be panic. The bomb could have been let go, or the defuse, I should say. But it's not looking too great for Monte. A lot of pressure up on them. This is their map pick. And sure, Anubis being T-sided, but right now, apart from that one play of Rue that we got going over towards that B-bomb site, it seems to be lacking a bit. Again, Rue gets one, but immediately 2 trades come back. Ooh, Diladus is still standing. Is in a very hefty fight here with an MP9. Gizmi on the hunt. Will grab the kill, but again, still a player advantage. Make it 2.
Consolation pick at that. And I think so much of this has been the connector and Canal's control. Is that Nine Pandas have swarmed. The moment that they get electrical, you just see them barreling utility, and they have the ability to do so. The pressure being taken off by those main players just means that they crunch down on this side every single time. And Monte, they've been a little bit hesitant about this Canal's control, I guess. Gives me putting up a good final stand here. He's racking up the money with that MP9. 40 seconds, I don't think you're going to be able to buy the time, and you've got 2 people encroaching on your territory. Luckily, footsteps won't have been heard, but your days are numbered.
Ooh. Looks like we've got a bit of a tech issue here, but hopefully we're loading in soon again.
This is my my first official of 2025. And it's good to know, everyone with all of this new year, new me stuff. I'm aware that I'm gonna make a resolution. I'm not gonna stick with it. Like I said, I was gonna do my B-reels every single day. I've already messed this up. I forgot to do my one for yesterday. We're 20 days in. So I'm just glad that there are some things that have decided to say no to new year, new me. But we do have an absolutely amazing production team in the background who are working effortlessly to make this awesome. We've got, look at these flybys as well. I am a big fan of the flyby
It's
shots.
so satisfying. I mean, this map in itself already extremely pretty. You know, the water textures here. Oh.
I need frogs. There are lily pads. I need frogs.
Oh, froggies.
Little
That would have been amazing. Next to chickens, we got frogs.
Exactly. But they keep taking away the maps for chickens. Billis, they keep taking away the maps for chickens.
Yeah, we need DE Zoo with the fishies as well.
DEs, yes. And Inferno with the little fish. Now, if Inferno goes, which I know there was a lot of people calling for, because it's not in a great place in the map pool.
Yeah,
at the
no,
moment.
it isn't. Yeah.
Like, CS2 kind of did a number on Inferno.
In all fairness, Vertigo was in an even worse place.
Yeah, you know what? The number of Vertigo defenders I've seen once the map got taken out,
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
scares me.
they live among us.
There
There are monsters that hide within our society. But I mean, I'm kind of glad the UK scene had a real propensity for Vertigo, and of course, Gizmy being from that sort of culture. I'm kind of glad that it's gone. I was hoping for some Train. I haven't had a chance to see Train yet. I know you haven't even had a chance to have Dust 2 yet.
Yeah, it's wild. Everyone keeps banning Dust 2 every time I cast him.
I want, you know what? Controversial take, and you guys can discuss it in the chat if you'd like. Overpass.
Yes. I need it back. Inject it into my veins, please.
But yeah, there's some things that are really sad. You know, Train, they took out Heaven. And imagine Monazy, you know, when he's having one of those really flashy games, just running amok, Heaven on Train. Like, I think maybe he might have single-handedly been the reason that they said, we are blocking that off. Wood
we
panels,
don't trust that.
not going there. But any other players that you're particularly excited for this year?
Ooh, oh man. I mean,
They don't even have to be new players onto the scene. But...
No, but like obviously Donk. Everyone is excited for Donk because you know he's been on such a trajectory that it's like, what is this kid gonna do now? Like we already think he might be at his max, but I don't think he's even close. So I really want to wonder how far he can go because his career basically just started.
Exactly, and that's first year on tier 1, and it seems to be like the recurring theme that people say, like when the jump from, you know, tier 3 to tier 2 and tier 1 is a lot of that, you know, communication. And we saw Donk talked a lot about how the academy coaches, the Spirit Academy coaches, really helped him get ready for that. But I think one of the big things isn't even necessarily the mechanics is different, right? Because tier 2 is, they're menaces for grinding out and being mechanically on point. It's that communication, that cohesion, that synergy that really binds it. Like, it's that next step up on the sort of strategy side of things. And Donk's only had a year to sort of acclimatize to that. And you see, once players start to get comfortable with this, and once they start to, like, get used to the new system, the new way that everything sort of works, and also, like, the toll of being, you know, deep run grand finalists at loads of events, like the physical toll of traveling so much as well, like you start to get used to a little bit more. So I think you're right on that one. But yeah, there's so many players, I think, that last year maybe a little bit quieter, that this year, you know, new teams, new rosters are going to shine.
Absolutely. So another one I'm personally excited for, Robson Vitality.
Oh yes.
I really want to see how that's gonna unfold. But back to our game, everything is working again. Looks like it's nice and bright, in fact, over here on the new. The sun is shining. And, well, Gizmy is definitely feeling good. Up with the first kill up into towards middle. And immediately a lot of pressure coming back from Monte. 2 eyes up on mid, 2 eyes here in water. But they don't have a lot of weapons here to work with. But on the flip side, 9 Pandas have 2 players that are incredibly low. Ooh.
Yeah, Ryu falling to the flames there. I don't know how that happens. You know, maybe he lost a little bit, but I don't really know. But not the way that you want that equalizing kill to go. Because now 4v4 does not favour you on that CT side. And once again, you've lost the canals control. And this time, 9 Pandas, they've not even been particularly proactive with this map control. Taking it slow, taking it steady. Giving Monte a little bit more respect today. And you've got Diha having a look at canals. From the safety of Connector, and Crad slowly with the backup of his teammates pushing on, and Gizmy leading by the charge, leading by example, has to step up right here. Multi-kill would be preferable.
Alright, another one for Gizmy. Ooh, not ready. Wait, hold on a second. Surely they should know that he is still somewhat around. Shelfie then the last man standing. I am honestly not sure. Even dodging the nade there, that is honestly magical.
That's an ace.
Gives me... I know. This is wild stuff coming from him.
The survivability of a cockroach. Because you were surprised. I saw you. I saw your face. I saw the gasp as he gets the second kill there. The fact that he's able to live and continue going. Like, that nade just about didn't go deep enough. But even if it had, it wouldn't have exploded in time to get the kill. He's walking on 4 HP. And he's leading. Oh, 4 HP in a dream, exactly. Hades got the shot, he's got the hit as well. And back away, Hubris not going to be taking him under anytime soon.
Well, so now the roles are reversed. It's in fact 9 Pandas with pistols. At least the majority of them. Only Result got an AK. The numbers are getting more dire by the second. Not a lot of ground taken, maybe working towards middle, but there's a lot of noise actually made. So, gonna be more so a fake. Retreat back. And a bomb is on the way towards B. Now, Monte have started to abandon it. So there could be a way for them to maybe get a bomb plan going. But the longer they wait, the more eyes will be back up on that side.
They've heard nothing over towards A. They've got to have an idea. You can see them moving over pretty quickly now. The footsteps, they've started to hurry up. And Ryu, there isn't any utility to really deal with him. And Hades with 2. What you want to be seeing. Make it a third. Back to back to back. It's magnificent. And it's the individual stepping up here for Monte.
I mean, those kills weren't the hardest, but it is just so satisfying. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
All with an all. Now he's on 10 as well. And things are looking solid here for Monte. So slowly getting back into the game. And we need sort of the CT sort of stabilize a bit. If they can get up to even 6-6, that would be extremely nice heading into half 2, especially with this being their own map pick.
Yeah, they've been very quick to rotate as well, which has been maybe a little bit of my worry, is that they seem very eager to move about. Ryu, there's the fight. Is he aware? He's cautious that there's another. Hades in the meantime has got one in the background. Resold, that is the star quality you want to be seeing. Hades just comes off the angle, goes for the HE, but there's more smokes. It's all smoke and mirrors, and in the meantime, the rest of the team dismantles 9 Pandas. That's... Poor Hades, man. He was just trying to find anything. He was just trying to look. But yeah, Monte, this has been really nice. 9 Pandas... They've been losing these opening duels a little bit. They've been not able to get their foot in Connector. We talked about how Connector had been a little bit of a weakness maybe for Monte, and actually they've turned this around. They've spotted that, they've patched it a little bit. And now Tech 9, what would you be doing with Tech 9s here? Because they've seemed pretty powerful as of late. Tech 9, yeah? No?
Yeah,
You like it?
Yeah, I'm a bit on the fence. Because, like, the firepower, like, you can go insanely fast with them, but I still feel a Deagle is a bit more powerful, good on the tag. Honestly, I would maybe
What about
even
the R8?
prefer a duel. No. R8 is such a meme. Like, I like it in a show match.
The 3K
It's
with it.
perfect. Yeah, I know.
Can you tell that to the people in my matchmaking, please?
Yeah.
It's been a bad time lately. The R8 is not meta, but people are trying to be trendsetters.
Alright, well, in they go, and, well, maybe not, because Hades is still there, still trying to farm kills with his ult.
Yes, Ryu got so much to do. He spots the jump across, maybe a little bit eager there. Nothing to even defend them, and Hades now picking up the slack. Bomb will go down. Not really anything they can do to contest. A couple of shots hoping that maybe they could get a tag through the wall. And now they've just backed off majorly here. And Monte have got to fight their way back on. They do have the numbers, however.
That, maybe hoping that someone was going to be behind pillar. Now, Going in all together, trying to clear out this site. Going 1-for-1. Result still in the back of the side, doing quite well. But now it's all on the shoulders of Crad in water. No one. Oh, there we go. I was like, are they going to be looking for him? But Demke does turn around. Defuse coming in. And Monte just keep it going. We went from 1-6 to now 5-6. Potential for a tied-up scoreline here as we approach halftime.
The momentum shift is immeasurable. I say it's immeasurable. It's 5 rounds in a row measurable. Yeah, as you said, Hades has been an absolute monster with this orb, finding it and taking that space, finding these opening jewels. Alv, it's been a quiet game from. So I'm hoping maybe we see a little bit of a switch up. We talked about this, you know, quiet first half, usually switches on in the second, but by then some of his teammates, they've started to slow down, not all firing on all cylinders at the same time. Ryu, I really like this. I really like this push out of connector. We haven't seen it much from them, and now Gizmy in mid is going to be challenged.
Oh, Hades burning though. Oh, and Gizmy was looking away. Oh, and now both of them are getting farmed. This is the momentum that 9 Pandas need. Hoping to create a bit of space. Try to wrap around together. Resort already on the side. Good for a kill. And sure, Demke finds Crad. But still, the numbers are up massive here for 9 Pandas. Especially now with that bomb plant. How much can Monte still do? It's a good tag. 2 players are in fact low. But not. Headshot comes through. And 9 Pandas still clutch out the half with a 7-5.
Won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Back to you.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door, I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home, a couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none, stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now, I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A cry boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night, my whole life, they stay.
Picking up where we left off, 7-5 at the half. Monte now on the favoured side on their own map pick, but a pistol round here would be a snazzy one to pick up. It was 5 rounds in a row to try tie up the gap a little bit, but hopefully not as slow a start to this half as the first. 9 Pandas want to hit the ground running here. AD's early peek and head clean off of his shoulders.
Yeah, so far a good start here for 9 Pandas, but Monte, tried to make something out of this mid-pressure, but again, a kill comes right back in their faces. But at least Monte should be able to get a great bomb plan, and look at that! Demka finds a double kill, lines both of them up, and immediately things have turned. Monte is in control now. That smoke is still going to do so much delaying. They can get away, group up. Oh, and they are so much ready. So ready for that water player. Well, I say that Result grabs the both of them. This is now getting very awkward. That flash did do some, but in from behind comes Diladez, and they turn things up its head once again.
Knowing that Result was there is one thing, being able to take him down is another, and that is criminal. That should have been there around every day of the week. But the fact that he not only gets the 2 kills, but manages to duck away, reload, still be alive, and have had enough time for his teammate to rotate over, get the final kill, and have loads for the defuse as well. You know, over-investment in trying to find that pick. But difficult one, little bit of a fumble there. But wipe the slate clean, go into the next round. You do just have these pistols. They've upgraded a little bit. They have the money to do so. So next round will be a full buy. This one, a little bit of a boost, a little bit of fuel in the jets, but nothing too serious. 9 Pandas, they'll be chuckling to themselves with this, especially another opening pick.
Both of them fighting, taking a long-range battle, and again, so far so good. A deep smoke to keep Monte at bay. And indeed, they will go in a different direction into towards a mid.
A lot of
Still
respect
keeping
here.
eyes. Yeah, but how much can they do with just pistols in hand?
And they know where they are. They've got nothing up main on either site here as well. So Alv is ready and waiting, knowing he's the first up. Lines them up, spots 3, gets 1.5, almost 2. The rest of his team heads pop up, get the kills, drop back down. And a 9th securely, flawlessly, and 0 casualties sustained. Monte finally combined to this round. We saw, last first bite that they had last half didn't quite go their way. This time would be a really nice change of pace. Instead of letting them run away with the first 4 rounds, stamping their aim a little bit earlier and not letting them get the momentum that we saw 9 Pandas really sort of steamroll with. Now, drops off the utility, just to back away a little bit more. Get ready for the mid. Offensive. Love this boost up, though.
Oh, Shelby grabbing the both of them. Wow. And with that, again, Monte shot down within the early phase of the round, hoping for something back. Alright, Hades granted one, but there is backup. It has arrived, and Elf will shut down all the aggression that was left in middle. Bomb now dropped. Demka with the... Oh, he's going to wrap around, but honestly, in 1v4, feels like a very big dream.
Odds aren't looking particularly great right now, and even saving is going to be difficult. You know, a best bet maybe just head into your spawn. With how far they've pushed up mid, though, potentially not even an option for you there. But yeah, difficult one here. Nothing really to be found, and it's these multi-kills. Just 9 Pandas coming out with these crazy multi-kills out of nowhere. You know, they double swing the angle and just can't seem to find the kill. The spray transfers from 9 Pandas as well, albeit not majorly. They're not the really big, flashy, you know, donk 1v5 versus heroic spray transfer. But they're still small, they're still good, they're still noticeable. And Monte is unfortunately just coming out of every fight with far less players than you'd expect and hope from them. Yes. think does he hear footsteps? He must hear some footsteps.
Yeah, I reckon so. But at this point, just trying to stay alive, save his AK, not move an inch. And he will. But the rest of the squad's still low on cash, so at most, maybe an upgraded pistol. And that's gonna have to be it.
A couple of Tech 9s, I think, just to support this hero AK. The question is Demq going to get to keep it as reward for saving it, or are you going to pass it over to, Gizmy, who's been having a little bit better of a game with the rifle, potentially? But no, he's going to stick with it. Spoils of war. Lovely nades. Don't quite go deep enough to even do damage. They look pretty good on the mini-map, but alas, can be misleading. The aggression from 9 Pandas out main. Defense just tucked in, praying, hoping for something. Ryu is not going to be able to find anything here. It would be a little bit dangerous to even attempt to push through this smoke, but it looks like they're going to go for it anyway. And Crad, worried. The smoke's going to be fading any second now, so has to back away. Sees the smoke's raining down upon him. And has to figure out where he wants to try take this fight from.
Oh, well, Tech 9 in your face. Rue is not looking to slow down. Hoping to get a bomb plant going. Elf, keen to try and stop it, but the backup is there. Rue got it covered. And now Monte, 2 players up. Still a Des is low. This is looking scary.
Is nice nade, but not enough. And they've not done enough damage in the round to do so. Shelfie going to break his legs as he runs away. And they do have a little bit of a worry here. I like this position from Hades just to punish anything. And what was just a single opening pick around that didn't look particularly magnificent to begin with. We talked about it, the Tech 9s. But we also said Tech 9s, the Deagles, they're magic. They do great work. And Resol is really going to have to fight to stay alive here. Gets one. Nothing more, but can at least warn his teammates to be a little bit wary.
Alright, 1 step closer. Still, 9 Pandas is only 3 steps away from the finish line on this map. And that would be one hell of a start by taking Monte's map pick. But it's not done yet. Monte, of course, still on T's side. Though the beginning stages looked a bit flat. Maybe now they can build up that momentum. But it's going to be pretty even across the board. Monte full on AKs, 9 Pandas. Rifles and an orb on Elf as well. So a very important round here.
It's the recipe for success. You've got the ingredients, now you got to make the cake. A little bit of utility exchange, just chucking them between them as Shelfie gets ready to continue holding the line in mid. A little bit worried here as the smoke fades, waiting because there's somebody on this corner and they've been burnt one too many times by this angle already. Gives me toying with the idea, toying with the angle, teasing them a little bit here. Spots a shoulder, that's all he needs. Lining up the util, try get a bit further in. But gonna have to put a pin in that one. Shelfie just keeps this whole chunk of the map to himself.
Smoking. Oh, player spotted. Oh, the guess. Oh, it's so good. Punishing gives me there. And again, being 1-0 up against Monte is something really to wish for. Especially now with 30 seconds left. Demka also found. And there's a lot of pressure up on Monte. You're going to be going for this. You're still kind of stuck in the middle part of the map. Hoping for an opener here. Well, it goes 1 for 1 again. No, Crad will punish once more. Hades now tagged to low health and resold around the corner to shut him right from behind. Nowhere to go. 9 Pandas is definitely hungry for the victory.
Yeah, Shelfie admit that. We've got to sing the praises. Kept hold of such a large chunk. Kept their attention so focused on him for over a minute of that round. At the 50-second mark, they are still all in mid, just trying to contend with this constant barrage of utility and the constant pressure that is being applied there. And by the time that they actually try and make a foothold, by the time they get a kill, it's already, 20 seconds left, 3 players dead. And Nine Pandas just such a good job of keeping their attention, directing it exactly where they want it to be. They did it with the fakes on the T side. They're doing it now with this just overwhelming, supposed imaginary presence. And now it looks like an all-out frontal B assault.
And the CT side tries again. It's raining blue in the kill feed. The bomb dropped in a bit of an awkward spot. I think it can be recovered. But Gizmi at the moment needs to find so many players in order to even get there, in order to still have a shot in this round. And Nine Pandas is saying no. Doubling the scoreline now of Monte, up on 12. One away of taking home their map pick.
Indeed. Tough position if you're Monte. You gotta double your rounds. You gotta dig deep and find something. And we saw them able to put this round streak on the board last half at a severe disadvantage. Can they do it again? I don't know. There's no leniency here. They didn't even finish out the half with that round streak. They lost the final round to end it 5-7. And now you gotta hope not to quite have a repeat of that. But the weaponry's not looking great and the utility's looking even more dire.
It's not going to be an easy one. Again, Crad with another double kill. Doing a lot here for the team. Now it's just Hades and MQ standing both kind of far and separated from one another. And a bomb is in the hands. It's in the cave of B. MQ going fast forward through that smoke. Maybe with a bit of a surprise factor. But Dilladas is keeping an eye out for this precise angle. Teammate beside him. Timing is going to be everything. Good crouch, but the trade is there. And again, 3v1. Very difficult position to be in. Shelby will switch to the AK. Give himself an even bigger advantage over Hades, who has to do everything on his own. Gets legged by the orb and finished by Shelby. It is 13-6 as Nine Pandas take home the map pick of Monte.
Tough league. So it's a fresh slate, it's a clean start. I'm hoping for something snazzy. I think if we try and predict too much, we'll only be proven wrong and people can laugh at us. So I'm open-minded with this one. It gives me immediately down long. I like this. Lovely flash. Gonna give away his location. Still hanging on and surviving. Can anyone kill this man?
Well, one way to find out. So
Still
far,
going.
yeah, the answer is no. Alright, well, back up here for Monte, and Crad just grabbed both of them. Only a bit of health left. And, well, with that, look at this, Nine Pandas just steamroll onto the site. Monte nowhere to be seen.
It's...
Of course, with a bit of a help of that smoke, but it's gone quiet. And I guess with the armor and the kit and the flashes, yeah, it's better to save that over into round number 2. So you got a bit of extra firepower, but it's rough.
It's another example of where Nine Pandas have been so good at getting Monte to tunnel vision on something. They pull all of that A-site support away too long to help Gizmi just continue to stay alive and fight what was one player. And in the meantime, the rest of their team's gone through mid, they've gone through cat, they're on site, right? And there's nobody there greeting. There's no greeting party because everyone's down long that would have been there. So again, another instance of Nine Pandas just playing the mind games. It's psychological warfare here.
Oh yeah, well, talking about psychological warfare, Force buys coming through. A scout up on Hades, FAMAS, upgrade of pistols. It's getting spicy up in here. Monte hope to fight right back. And can they do so? Oh my lord, yes they can! That is a wild kill for Hades to be getting right on the head and deleted Elf. So, nice opener. And I guess Nine Pandas now know what's up with this round. Force buy coming through and immediately they're a bit more on edge. Maybe not going straight down to B-Hall.
Yeah, you've got to be worried now. You've seen that scout. You know that it's not likely to have just been the scout. You know that there's probably at least a little something spicy to back this up as well. Smoke coming out here to allow them to pass, but that's just experience there. Hades peeking the angle, as he's probably done hundreds, if not thousands of times. And now, Shalefy, the difference maker, but caught with utility in hand, still alive, and his teammates keeping him. So that is really saving his bacon. But Tiha, in the meantime, he's got a cheeky little flank.
Brad getting killed though in the midst of the map. But resold with one back is now a Galil, and alongside Shelfie still on that FAMAS.
Spotted
Who knows?
I think Shelfie's leg got spotted.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the information gets transferred over. Still though, the scout doesn't seem to be looking that way.
One. They're trying to get through these doors, and everyone's waiting for them. The drop down will have been heard, and I think they'll be expecting it now. The jump across.
Oh, that's information. And noise. Well, both of them are walking around making noise, but I guess Resol wins the fight. Now they know exactly where the last player is, so you need to cross and fast because Rue is on the way back. He's actually catching a timing here. Tag, not quite the kill. Shelfie's still alive. Both of them are 8 HP. Yeah, and 6 HP. They need to get the kill, but Rue is just chilling behind the door, and this is awkward. And he even gets away with it.
That's such a difficult one, because even if you had gone straight for the site there, I don't think there was the time. Even with the best movement in the world, you're still not making that. But again, this time it's actually the flip side is that Monte's attention was Monte with the people capturing the attention and keeping them from getting onto that site. Just that battle indoors. I'm surprised they didn't choose to try hit a site.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe a bit unaware of the timer and quite busy with the fight, not trying to lose it, because ultimately it was Monte getting into that with a force buy and eventually winning it as well. So surely that must be very good here for the confidence of Monte going into this map.
Good for the economy
so what's
as
the
well.
Approach? Yeah, exactly. So I wonder what the approach now is going to be of 9 Pandas. Slowly creeping through middle. Demka's certainly aware this could be a possibility. Gets smoked off. Has a nade ready. Will make it disappear. No one crossing just yet. Ooh, catches the shoulder of Resol. But he does manage to escape. Then continue to put pressure up on short. Tapping away with just a pistol. And it does wonders again.
Demku not being spotted or cleared. He spots ahead. He gives away his location now as well. And now Alf going to plant that bomb, not making the same mistake twice. And Gizmi finds one, but his team's falling around him. Now Ryu not sure where to look. Okay. And in a matter of seconds, they all line up.
It's the game of the force buys, it seems.
Back and forth we go. That was a very... This has been a very weird game so far, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
I loved the HE grenade though. I loved the peek through doors there. You get smoked off, you're trapped in CT, right? The peek, because you find out that no one's even close to B, and you get a look that they've gone and retreated back doors. That's so much info. Of course, they can't really make anything off the back of it. Lovely Molotov to split up and isolate the team right now. It's not going to matter too much as they back away, and regrouping will now occur. The Molotov has been extinguished, but Crad up close and personal with the Master staying alive and gives me a headshot. Keeps it rolling. Fragging IGL last map needs to keep up the pace, and now Shelfie backing away to meet up with his teammates, and is long the play, doors maybe, the hesitation is creeping in. They're all stacked over towards A right now, and 9 Pandas, they've got to retake all of that map control. Wary about mid, leaving Shalefy making some noise, keeping the distractions going, knowing that that's worked so well for them. So the rest of the team, they shimmy and shake over towards Catwalk.
Trying to get something going. Monte, though, I mean, I guess... wait, what just happened? What?
So I was getting a little bit annoyed. I was like, damn, these deagles, you know, they're chipping away, but they've not found a kill. And everyone is so low, but there is not a kill to be found. And then Hades is like, hold up. Guys, hold my ult. I've got this.
Why do the Force Mice keep winning? That is what I am asking myself.
Is this just going to be 24 rounds of regulation?
Yeah,
where they go back and forth? Is this...
Could be.
Place your predictions
Classic Dusty
now.
fashion, right?
And to think we lost overpass for this, man. Lovely H. Look at this. Look at the nade damage.
Wow.
Crad. Oh, no, just go a little bit further. You can isolate the fight there, and they lost the pincer. That would have been huge to find. And in the meantime, bomb goes down, and we all know B-site Dust 2 retakes. That is uncomfortable.
It's tough. A lot of corner to check and try and cover, especially if you've the lack of... You to what? I mean, they do still actually got quite a bunch, but they're all pretty far away. Look at how far Hades still is. Needs to make a run for it, honestly. And I'm not sure if Rue wants to go for this. The rest of his teammates are still so far behind that it looks like they might be going also for exit. Well, they got one kill now. Time is going to be of the essence. Do they even have a kit? I don't think they do. They're going in massively slow. They get kills, and now they're trying to get on the defuse. Well, it's absolutely not worth it. A bit of an awkward retake, we'll have to say.
I like the idea originally. I like the idea of them because they had so much left to spare, but that timer was already half gone. As you said, no kits available. I was expecting them just to hold their positions, trap them in sight, and let the bomb take them all out, right? That's what I was expecting and hoping. But they feed a couple of the kills, which doesn't help. And the money is in a good enough place that it doesn't really have the effect that you want, especially when your own economy is so unstable right now. I don't think the trade-off was worth it for what they invested. I like the idea of trapping them, forcing the bomb to take them all out. But in the end, cost, benefit, it didn't weigh out in their favor. This is a lot slower of a round from 9 Pandas. Cautious. They're up against a force buy though, so I'm not going to say that it's looking good for them because I don't want to jinx it. Shelfie, once again, just working his way around this map, slowly but surely, unheard, unnoticed, and can be this little bit of pressure. If he gets a schmoove on here, if he can find a pick, take the attention away from his teammates coming up long, maybe, and Hades, adjustment is good enough. Worried maybe about everything coming from long, as they should be, as Result gets himself across.
Oh, well, Deagle does its job, and again, Monte looking crisp and clean. It goes a bit back and forth, but because of those early advantages, it is a 3v1. Diladus does have armor, has an AK, is on the hunt. Oh, but it's a 3-man peek coming through from Monte. And well, back and forth we shall go.
And now 9 Pandas economy is in the bin. Oh, this is gonna. I can feel it now. These are the games that I cast for. I love this because you never really know what's gonna happen, and we can talk all of this, right? We kind of know what we're talking about. Sometimes, not very often, but we do. But we're like, oh, this should be, pretty simple. They're on Deagles and Tech 9s. But we've got Crad on the scout, and we saw what happened with Hades on the scout, peeking this angle earlier in the game. Like, nothing's certain, and I don't want to say anything, because I know I'm going to be wrong. Ooh, footsteps heard. The fact that they haven't peeked doors has been no util. Surely they can call on over. That they've got to be careful of Cat.
Good flash initially, but it keeps going a bit back and forth yet again. Crad and Resold, Scout and Tech 9 duo. And now, especially with the bomb planted, this is getting scary once again. Little util left for the CTs to try and make an opening. And again, the CTs will get one, but it's an instant trade bag. This time coming through from Shelby on the AK. And he still have very solid control. Kind of, the CTs are pretty much stuck. There's no way they can enter the site.
Yeah, there's a kit, but there's no time now. And Gizby's not going to be seen just yet. Manages to get one and the second, but again, it's all for naught because the round is lost, and I don't think he lives here. Yeah. I'm not surprised that the Force by wins again.
Yeah. That's just how this game has been going. Every single round, it's the Force that wins.
Yeah. Well,
Who needs
I mean,
economy?
the buys are a little bit more even on this round, but it's still another Force buy. I mean, poor Demq has got, was that a 5-7 and an HE? Oh, lovely shot. And you know what? This is it. This is the omen. This is the sign that maybe the rain is clearing up and the sun's on its way. Result, a little bit of damage will have been heard. Say damage, actually. I thought I'd heard Molotov tick damage, but no one has lost any HP. Ooh, Diha here needs to be the one to step up. Is not. Result gets the kill. Demq now could be overwhelmed. Actually, the smoke blocking any line of sight. Hoping maybe if he fires through, he'll see something. Get a lucky pick, but he won't. HE to pot the smoke is going to be huge on the damage, but no kill to be found. Ryu gets one. Zilladez trying to take the space back, and Monte, they're just holding them off here. There's not many of them left, but they're making it count. But that site's fallen, that bomb's gone down, and I think this might be the save. And finally, 2 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, the streak has been broken. And with that as well, the economy of Monte is not going to be looking too great.
And Result here as well.
Oh. Alright, well, at least we'll keep him back.
Nope. Demq, they don't let him live here. There's no way. Look at this. They are dogpiling this man. There is no escape. There is no surrender. Gets one. Oh? And he does live. Just winning these isolated fights. Okay. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Well, 5-3. Still close, still competitive. But at least with Monte now having to eco this one out, that gives a bit of room for 9 Pandas here to work with. Also, I guess good for their confidence, because if you keep going back and forth, you can, you know, it's this tense feeling of wanting to break and wanting to make something out of it. Maybe 9 Pandas can relax now a little bit and ease into this map.
Potentially. Missed the timings on the doors initially. Shelfie's gonna find one to punish. Hades working his way in. Caught with the Molotov. Damage gonna be heard and alerting. Shelfie gets the pick. Diha trying to find something with that hero rifle. And they've managed to take a lot of map control, but at the expense of losing everything that they had already. Working up long. Diha's now got to find something to stop them taking this A site, but forced off, forced away. And another retake on their hands. And I think maybe just the call to save. I mean, they've not got really anything to, so yeah. He's got an HE. HE in a dream.
Oh. Whoa.
There's a weapon.
Yeah.
Is it a weapon?
Well. There we go.
He's got one now.
Gonna get hunted down. From what
Are
it
they gonna
seems like.
risk
Though, it's a bit risky, honestly.
Yeah, after last round.
Yeah, 9 Pandas don't have a whole lot of cash in their own bank. So, guess try to go in together. And there we go. It does work out. All of them swinging at once. No one taking a loss. Exactly what you want. And 9 Pandas is surviving with 4 is going to be great for their economy. So now doubling the scoreline of Monte, putting pressure back on them, especially being a map down. Starting to look pretty solid here for 9 Pandas.
It is indeed. Even at the half, regardless of how the rest of this goes, you know, AST side, you're probably wanting to put a little bit more on the board if you can. But they'll be happy with this either way. Is me very worried about that open mid. He is toying with danger and his life on the line here. Does get away. As of course the master of survival. And this time, a lot more pressure over towards B. They've seen the success. Resort's got one with the Molotov and actually daring to push a little bit further. But he's trapped here now.
Ooh. And Resort making sure the lead stays in 9 Pandas' favour. Demkin now also tagged, trying to stay alive, up on the site, not gonna happen, and Rue is now the last man standing. Now there's 2 players low, and we have seen him getting multi-frags, and that's the start of 3. 2 down, 1 more to go. And Dilotas is tagged as well. The bomb is in a bit of a vulnerable position, so how is he going to approach this? Has to drop down, will get away because of the smoke. Alright,
Now
well
that's
that's
the
noise
cue.
made.
Yep. Knows that it's going to be this A-site hit. And so many angles to watch. Wary of everything, but difficult fight here for Ryu. It would be the ace here. 1v1 to clutch it. Difficult
Alright,
one there, yeah.
they hang on, but it was extremely close.
That was magnificent from Ryu. And of course, we highlighted him as Arcadia player to watch. Somebody that you'd casted back in the ESL Benelux days, if I'm not mistaken.
I know, yeah, like, Rue coming from, you know, trying to escape his own local scene, trying to go into a bit more international fashion, went to Genk. Then Genk had a bit of a, you know, a sort of local approach in the beginning as well. Then they got into Maine, started to play, like, CCT events and stuff like that. And eventually, Rue kind of outgrown that. And I think this now could be the perfect step up, and he's really trying to bridge that gap between tier 2, tier 1, trying to challenge that. And honestly, he's getting sort of, you know, he's becoming a better player by the day. And it's really fascinating to see him grow and, well, in this case, really lift up the squad. Because, honestly, sure, maybe the scoreline right now doesn't quite tell it, but Rue is definitely on the top of his game.
Exactly, and it's one of those things that we see it time and time again, is that sometimes you have really incredible players who do shine, but there's only so much shining you can do when you're left in unfavorable situations. I mean, the 4K in of itself, it wasn't quite the round win, it wasn't quite the clutch, because it would have, of course, been 4-6 then, a lot closer of a scoreline, and it feels like a lot closer of a scoreline than, 3-7, right? That feels like much less of a gap. And then you can start and go, yeah, that really, really good play there, looking really good within the team. So yeah, I think it's one of those cases that sometimes, if the team isn't having the most stellar game, if you're not having the ability to put as many rounds on the board, that shine quality gets tarnished a little bit. But yeah, it's exciting to see, coming full circle here as well. Started in Benelux, and now both of you here in your Challenger League. What a journey.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to grow, and I know some of his counterparts from Genk have kind of given up on that dream, moved on. Because it is definitely hard. Like, you come from small local scenes where there's not a lot of infrastructure and tournaments for you to play in. You kind of have to go international and make yourself known. So, not always easy, but Rue is just the man to commit and continuously improve himself, and, well, kind of the epiphany of don't give up.
Exactly. And it's a very, very uplifting motto, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 8 p.m. for me, it's 9 p.m. for you, A little bit of afternoon, evening sage advice and wisdom. But of course, I mean, ESEA seasons have started back up as well. That's exciting stuff. It's lovely because I've got loads of friends that are playing as well. So occasionally, watch party some of their games. Maybe not always with the best of intentions. A couple of people that I'm good friends with, you like to rib them a little bit, like get on the stream, go, oh, you see that mate absolutely fumbled that one. But no, it's amazing to see the journey that teams have been making as well. I mean, ESL Premiership was what we had in the UK for a while. That was basically my start as well. My first foot in the door with slightly larger stages. I say that I was just watch partying on my own channel, but yeah, it's how far we've come. Nine Pandas is a team as well who have had last year was looking really good for them as well. Like they really put a mark. You know, we saw them at the RMR. I think it was at 9th place at the RMRs at the end of the year as well for the Shanghai Major. So a lot of growth coming out from them recently. Monte, a team that have had historically pretty good highs as well. Was it one of the best top 30 in the world for a while last year? But back into the game we go. Alv spotted somebody at the doors, wasn't quite able to connect a shot, but information nonetheless, sending some utility their way to greet them instead. Now, Shelfie, gotta do something about it. That Molotov, very nice and displaces a lot of the setup.
Right, let's see. So far, so good here for 9 Pandas. Is going to be up against pistols once more. But it looks like this time Monte cannot get their foot going. Gizmy maybe with a kill, but the bomb is moving far away already, and Resol will bring it into that nice and fast. 8 on the board for 9 Pandas, and they are honestly steamrolling through this half. The beginning looked very much back and forth, but once 9 Pandas was able to break that, Monte have troubles trying to find their own flow.
Yep. And they had a stronger end of the half over on map number 1, of course, starting on CT side as well. A little bit of a different case when it's Anubis, but yeah, it started off not great, and then second half they couldn't quite get into the flow of it either. And ever since that back and forth, 9 Pandas, they've established themselves. The money's been looking good, and Result ready to put another mark on the map. But actually, this time, Monte come out guns a-blazing. There's the AK. Greedy hands are going to get punished. Caught with your hand in the cookie jar is Diha. And now, a little bit more effort needed from the rest of the team. Gizmy gets one, escapes burning alive. Still unkillable, this man. That bomb dropped, luckily, fairly safely this time, though.
Tap, tap, tapping away. Goes back and forth. But it's still only Alv now. Up in his hand. Does have the bomb on his back. And it could be an opportunity here for him to go and plant. Time to shine with the orb in hand. That was the last piece of util. Gotta maybe gamble a bit. See where enemies are gonna be coming from. Has the right idea, but Rue is quicker on the trigger. Decapitates his head. And well, with that, Monte will find a way back with a 4-8 scoreline.
Yeah, it is going to be a difficult second half regardless. If they can secure themselves a pistol, maybe we see this get competitive. But 4-8 going into the half. Can they recover in the second and send us to a map 3? We'll be back shortly to find out.
Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems.
Alright, let's see if 9 Pandas make this the last half of this match. They are already on a good way. 8-4, doubling the scoreline of Monte once again. Bringing in even the dualies here to bring the action. But so far, First Blood... Oh, it looks to be going the way... No, never mind. 9 Pandas actually take it, even though there's a lot of damage dealt from Monte the way of 9 Pandas. But who knows what's going to happen. Monte take a couple losses, bring it right back. Pressure still up. Crad hoping for an opportunity down in middle. It's all a bit awkward. I think both of them... Nope, never mind. The smoke not going to be enough to clear Crad there. Now it's just Resold Dilladers who are left alive in the midst of deep in CT. But I'm not sure if they can stop this bomb from being planted if they go the way of A.
No, they've not heard anything out long. They've not seen anything out long, but it seems they've really got a clear indication. This is where it's going to be... once that bomb starts getting planted, it's going to be a difficult fight out from here, especially with the low HP on Result. Dilladers needs this flank to be quick and needs it to be spicy.
Well, Rune knows the first, hopes... Well, it will dodge the nade and now it's just Result. Oh, man. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. 4 HP in a dream. Try to get behind. Not gonna work.
I'm with you on that. The start of the round, when we saw all of the damage come flooding in, you see the red fill up the health bar on the HUD. But actually, it was Russo and Shelfie walking away with 8 HP each. And the first blood actually went the way of 9 Pandas. They took down, I think was it Demq that went down first? But yeah, it was a messy start to the round. But Monte, luckily, you know, low HP is one thing, but the pressure that having that, you know, 2-player advantage gives you, doesn't matter what HP it is, right? Monte, they claw it back, beautifully done, and they can buy up here, and there's no such luck for 9 Pandas this time around. CT economy, after losing that pistol, was punishing, but they're gonna conga line directly into Diha. Hold down the trigger, bro.
Line. Oh, alright, well, here they come. Diha into... Alright, double kill, Demka with a double kill, and now it's just Shelfie that is left. Notice there's a lot of players around, but it's going to be running away, hoping that they come into his hands first. Gives me... Oh, gets nailed by his team, but nicely done. Oh, lovely flying Mech 10 action there. And a nade, even though it did tag Gizmi, did do the trick. Tagged him to very, very low. And a Mech 10 with that, farming a bit of extra cash.
I'm assuming that's what the plan was, even though the nade landed more so on his own teammates. Was you nade the angle knowing that, because I think they'd got the tag off, if I'm not mistaken. I was too focused on the action, I wasn't looking at the health bar. But I think they knew that they'd done a little bit of damage, hoping that either the nade would get the kill, or they knew that the HP wasn't enough. They see the nade coming towards them, they peek out into the Mach 10. But as you're right to say, doesn't matter if you've got low HP, a single Mach 10 bullet was all that it took. Finally, we see a tactical timeout being called, which is something that both of these teams have been incredibly hesitant to do this entire series. But I like this, I like the use of it, I think, because you know that you're going going up against a full by now. This is the round that you can really do some damage. You keep their economy humble in these early stages, and you can tie up that gap. This is the linchpin to 8-8 at the moment.
Exactly. Monte definitely not giving this one up just yet. But it's going to be an important round here. 9 Pandas have the opportunity to get the momentum going in their own half. But I doubt it won't go without a fight. Monte now have that slither of hope that they could crawl back, that they could reverse sweep. But immediately, it's a bit of a slower paced action, but 9 Pandas is going to be pushing. Ooh, catching the timing there, that's great. Tildas will trade smoke of A, or B, excuse me, and with that, one side secured, but where is Monte heading in towards next? Looks like short it is, left open, and immediately made tricky. We have that Molotov forcing a player back, but Krat's still fighting, grabbing a massive double kill, defending the side all by himself.
Indeed, Riso able to step in now as well, caught the edge, here's the gunshots, and now Shelfie jumping up, isn't even going to get a chance to rear his head, and the kill has already come through, and it is beautiful to see. Krads, I know, is somebody that I think there was a lot of question marks about, is that a lot of people seem to think that Alv was an upgrade when they brought them on. Krad, everyone was a little bit like, oh, we don't think it's an upgrade or downgrade. It was Maui that said like a side grade, like a sidestep, and I think that he's shining in the moments that he absolutely needs to. I want to see more from it. These clutch moments, we haven't seen as much necessarily. But this will be the time. Deher going to jump down into the pit, hiding, ducking his head, and letting his teammates get all of the damage, and hoping maybe he can spot something on the end there. Alf, a couple of bullets his direction, but nothing really to be seen. And they've taken this control, but they're not really sure where to go with it. And Krad is already on the long flank and might be able to punish. Ooh. Spicy headshot right back, though.
Exactly, making things a bit tricky now for 9 Pandas, but round far from done. Information spotted. Oh, Dildas continues to commit, but now is met with a lot of counter-aggression. Demke will find both, and immediately makes this round pretty much not doable anymore. We have Shelfie, last man standing, very far eliminated from the site. And honestly, I think it's better to just save, have that one extra rifle, and with that, they should be able to invest into the next round. Maybe not the best buy, but kind of want to keep them at bay.
A little bit of something maybe to support this, and I think absolutely the right call. You see so many teammates go down. I don't even think you try and look for a kill on the way out. You just tuck tail and run. You've got a full pelter utility, head armor, AK. The only thing you're missing really is a kit, but I mean, you've already got way too much to even look at this. Monte as well, their economy's still in its infancy. They are not going to risk this. Just tucking away, hiding. They're happy with the round. As we said, very much sort of getting towards the stage of catching up. And if they can put another on the board in that fashion, because actually having a look at the money right now, it is probably not going to be much of a buy. Result maybe gets something, but the others... Do you try? Because you're 50-50. Half of your team is good.
True.
I think they're going for this. They're splitting it up and going to go invest into the Deagles.
Yeah. Red bought up. Still this as well. As maybe then a bit more reserves. Alright. Definitely invest into this A side, especially on long. 3 men there. One is immediately having to fall back into C to make sure the map is not too compromised. Not quite the case just yet. We'll drop a bit of Yuto over to his teammate. And so far, Monte play it relatively quiet as well. Just wait for that smoke to do its job. They can cross. And slowly figure out where these CTs are at. No one's hitting close. No one holding there. Oh, well, they have found Krad tagged now. But he can escape.
Exactly. Throwing the util over to his teammate and probably going to be sent out as a bit of an early bird canary, warning of danger to come out into the tunnel. And Alv going to be smoked off. has managed to jump up on the box and got an angle they're not expecting. Gizmi is going to fall, pants caught down and back away, and suddenly Monte slowed down in their tracks. Hades finds a kill and they're onto the site here. Still have one more to contend with, but Alv in such a difficult place, running, still alive. But they know where he is and he is trapped.
Oh, those kills are massive. It's raining in the kill feed. Monte want to lock it in, and alright, Result makes it a bit more difficult for a sec. Almost gets Demka there as well, but they are on their way to make a tied scoreline, especially now Monte is in a bit of an iffy position for 9 Pandas. I doubt they're going to be fully investing.
Yeah, this was the weird one last round, is that they had the money on half of the team, but then the other half didn't. But half the team forced, which means now they can't buy, but others can. It should mean potentially that we see an AWP online next round, which would be a really nice difference maker. They've not really been able to showcase this as much on Dust 2 so far, not at least on their CT side. Crad, super aggressive out mid. Not going to have anybody peek just yet, but I like this. The jump round the corner, the movement play. He's going to be heard, and Ryu has to be wary now. Lovely. Sixth Sense was tingling. He got the kill.
Alright. Deeks do its job. And get something more. Another headshot, but the Kevlar saves the day. Deeks is still alive, able to plant that bomb. And Monte keen to get onto 9.
They are. They're healthier as well. You've got Deagles. You know that you're not particularly winning this. Money's just in an awful place for them right now, when Monte actually might be doing them a little bit of a favour with the kills here. There's Alf going down. Just Result left. And can he take anyone down with him? Maybe. He's waiting around the corner, hoping the shadows will give it away. And oh, what a spin around. Ryu to immediately punish, but Result pat on the back for a shot like that. And Monte, they do tie it up, and finally 9 Pandas hopefully able to buy as a team this time. AWP online, finally, actually going for the double AWP here, and we've not really seen this come out of them, at least not this series, not this year, so this could be a little interesting one. Take Monte off guard.
Oh, close, but not quite. Time to fight with the flashes galore. 9 Pandas want to put pressure up on long. Good nade. Definitely chipping away damage. Crap with that. Spamming through the smoke. And it does connect. Rue has fallen. Definitely the star player here of this map. Oh, Trad. Okay, well, he's not going to commit. He will just get away with the AK. Make it a bit more difficult. And DK will know that there are still presents left. Maybe can't commit.
No, a difficult one. Toyed with the idea for a second, but luckily that smoker blossomed, and fate would have it, probably saved his life there. And now this is a difficult one. They've got to push through doors, but Crad is waiting. The smokes are good and are going to blossom. The flash stopping anything sneaky. Is he going to disrespect this, though? Ooh, Gizmi. Dangerous game.
Alright, let's see what they got. Try to go in fast. Uh-oh, they are blocking one another in the smoke, and it becomes very awkward for Monte. Demka will find one back, but the timer is gonna tick. Oh, and Dylan is in a great position to try and catch that push up on the site as they try to split. 20 seconds, bomb has been planted, but still a player advantage here for 9 Pandas.
Yeah, difficult one there. Beautiful crossfire trapping Gizmi down in CT. A little bit of body blocking, but, you know, communication issues you can accept. Hades does find one, and this is now looking like a back off here. You know where the AWP is. You've got to take this fight. You've got to hope that you got the right angle. And you know how good he is, and Result's just not being able to find this kill. To be honest, neither is Hades. Both are going to be allowed to live for now. Does eventually find it, but that one pick and the fact that Restock doesn't quite find the angle. The fact that Hades just stays tucked in, doesn't allow anything, means that no progress can be made towards the site.
No.
And
Ooh. Well, you died
that could have
past
been
time. Though, honestly, I would reckon it doesn't really affect Monte too much. They have a whole lot of economy left in their banks. Nothing for them to worry about. They could reinvest into an all. But it's a bit awkward here for 9 Pandas. That's a round that looked very likely for them to win. And it all slipped away. They couldn't quite get rid of Monte there on the site. Maybe, you know, a difference of utility in that case. If you would have had a Molly left, it would have been a lot easier. But now, what do you make of this round? Technical timeout for them too. See what's up. See what they need to fix.
the double orbs was risky. And it didn't particularly work out. They've still got 2 orbs. They've managed to scrounge together that. I don't really know how to feel. Again, this is a really weird buy situation where half of the team's gonna have the weaponry to go for this. But it means if they lose it, it's another situation where it takes them 3 rounds to have the whole team on the same page again. But they must have a plan. They've got to be cooking. Result going aggressive early, but Demgear even more aggressive onto this B site. And Dilladez, what can you do? Lay down and die, that's what. And Demgear already jumping up, having a look. No immediate danger he comes on over. Bomb goes down, and 9 Pandas, first 10 seconds, caught unaware.
Yeah, and there's no... Oh, I want to say there's no option but to save. If they can even manage to do that. Gizmi on the hunt. They have cash, of course, in their banks. They want to make it more difficult. Alright. Looks like maybe they can hang on to the second orb, but... Oh no. They're not aware there's another player. Oh! Alright. Elf had Krad's back. Wasn't quite expecting that. So,
that was beautiful.
The orb stays in the game. But... for how much longer can they keep this going? Looks like the hunt has stopped. Monte happy with that as they crawl on to 11. And 9 Pandas still stuck on 9 here.
That was so well done. Just the tuck down. The absolutely no noise, no presence. You have spent so long hiding, right? And to peek up to save your teammate as well. It was just really nice. Of course, it doesn't quite, have the end result that they wanted, but I can imagine probably jump scared a little bit by Gizmi on the other side of the map. Like, you've seen everyone over towards B, you've lost the sight, and then suddenly someone's up your face halfway up long. So nicely played from Monte, keeping them on their toes. Hades now hoping for a little bit of cheeky aggression to be punished, but actually, 9 Pandas, they're not going to risk it. They've not been winning these aggressive fights, so actually, the utility game is what they're going to fall back on here.
Again, a very important round for 9 Pandas to try and get back going. But, we've seen these pushes down in B holes and they got punished. And towards the middle. And they're struggling to really find ground, keep a hold of this map. And yet again, Monte creep through mid, a simple smoke to deal with that. Result though, will throw in a nade. Alright, good for 1, good for 2. That's a massive double frag. Is able to escape, but needs to be aware of the push that's coming on towards the side. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. 9 Pandas got this one in control. Elf with a lot of kills there. And they hang on. They make it to double digits. And really make things a bit more tricky for Monte again.
Well, I said falling back on this util game, and something that really highlighted there is towards the end, the Molotov to isolate the 2 between the doors. Hades stuck on the other side. Diha is forced forward into this fight. And I think it's been working. 9 Pandas, they've not been winning the up-in-your-face battles, right? But they've been doing enough with this util to distract Monte, to force these fights, isolate these fights that they have been winning. And we need to see this again. Diha smokes himself only to push through it, but doesn't matter. They catch Result off, and these individual multi-kills that have been yielding 9 Pandas results throughout the whole series have been put a halt to. And now Crad, something to be done here, but what do you even do? Nade goes deep right on top of his head. Finds a kill through the smoke. Tagged on the way out, but now he's by his lonesome, and even saving is looking dangerous. Every jump, every bit of damage could be a death sentence.
Yeah. 19 HP, just hoping to hang on. Maybe grab an exit? Flash more so a warning sign.
Definitely. And they're doing the hunting. They're going hunting. I don't think they'll find it. Tucked in nicely. The real question will be getting away with your life, because now people are doors and that bomb radius is not particularly your friend here, Grad. Jumped down his herd and through the door there, and luckily, before the timer ends. And there it is, 12. Now, 2 rounds needed for overtime. Alternatively, if they take a win, here we go, map number 3. And Monte's 100% win rate on Dust 2 continues. Alright, 3 seconds, 2, 1, off we go. Weapons on both sides. No disadvantage to be had here as well. Kits available for most of the team, which has been an issue. Maybe not majorly so, but on a couple of rounds. Dillades. This Bianca, we talk about it, a position that is memed to Kingdom Come, is going to need to have a mighty fine moment. But unfortunately not able to see anything. No information to pass over to the team before he drops, and everyone's smoked off already.
It feels so chaotic. The smokes create confusion. Little space to create an opener, and now you just have to team up. You gotta go for this. And what's the approach going to be? You need a couple players down in tunnel, perhaps. I see hesitation down in towards middle. What way do people want to go? Already Hades here, counting for tunnels. We have a player even in the back. Oh, the crossfire is so good. Player spotted. First kill grab. Now, what more can they do? Flashes go in, but so does a counter Molotov, making it very difficult for them to enter up on the side. It's just Result that's left. Hiding, trying to... Well, there's just no point anymore. Time is up, and it's a game win for Monte.
It is indeed. Map number 3 on...
As we have... 51 and 51% over on the flip side.
Are we seeing overtime? That's the real question. Is it close enough that we see regulation end and overtime begin? Well, it all starts here, and you've been asking for Julies all afternoon, and Julies, we have received Villas. 2 sets of them even. And they're going to need to start off with a fiery pistol round, but only 1 over to A right now. They've got a lot of information. They've pushed out B. They've heard nothing, so the rotates immediately come flooding over, and just in time, no less.
Ooh, well, fast-paced action right into this A-bomb site. Trying to hunt down anyone who's coming the way of Donut, and so far so good. Reset with another kill to his list. Hoping for more. Well, that's, okay.
That's the ace.
Right, yeah, that's the ace. All 5 down for 9 Pandas, for Result. I mean... He has been quite the star player already in this entire best of 3, but he's proving here yet again that this is his home ground.
Exactly. Second ace of the series. That's not something you get to say particularly often. And I will hear no slander. Pistol round and eco aces are aces. They all created equal. But... yeah, Result, the goal when bringing in Alv was, of course, to open up the space for Result to shine in the way that everyone knew that he could, especially that 9 Pandas knew that he could. And now that he's got the team behind him to do it, look at him go. 5-0 already, and hiding in the smoke now, hoping maybe that someone's gonna be on the other side when it fades, but unfortunately this is looking a little bit dangerous for them. Another smoke. They're not gonna get to see anything.
Well, it's not quite the force by here from Monte like we saw on Dust 2, but they're all gonna be running in as a unit, making things perhaps a bit difficult. Trying to spam away with the USPs. Getting one already, a bit of a tag left and right up on Crad and Elf. But with a bomb planted, things will definitely... The chances will get slimmer. Oh, no kill on board. But Rue does have an AK, so I think... Maybe they're trying to hunt down for a couple of exits, a couple of weapons. More, maybe a little more.
Difficult position, weaseling them out there from Cheetah, and Result just running it down here. It looked good for a second, but unfortunately, just really great hold there from 9 Pandas. No time left, save that AK, get out of dodge. And they secure themselves a second. We're not going to get to see the back and forth, at least not on this half, not yet. A little bit scary from them there. Got a little bit worried, but yeah, tucking into Cheetah, absolutely the right call there. Nice play from Monte to get as much utility out, but unfortunately, they didn't have anything of their own. Even a smoke or a Molotov in towards Cheetah would have opened up a world of possibilities for them. Alas, that is the hand you are dealt with those eco rounds. Now, we've got the weapons out on both sides. Firepower in full blaze. And straight down mid Monte go. Cheeky little run boost.
Not quite. Brad actually falls there in towards middle, and it's a bit of back and forth action, but with that, they do have an empty site, but for how long? We had pressure coming in from behind. They're not committing for Speedway, though. Wrapping in all together.
We're going to see a tech pause after this, I think.
Yeah, could be.
We'll talk about it in a second after the round's done, because they've still got to try win this.
Ooh. Well, as a unit, they shall go. Shelfie is trying to do a little ring around the rosy. Not quite, though. Will be caught by Hades, as Monte will grab their first round.
Yeah, just a matter of timing on that one as well. If he'd managed to get himself round the corner a little bit quicker, he might have had the opportunity to play a little bit of peekaboo there, jump out, surprise them. But yeah, I figured something was a little bit up. Gizmy's peek down onto ramp didn't quite look normal. Not a single bullet was fired. It was that sort of sideways run that happens and you see when someone's disconnecting. Already back in the server, however. Good to see. Difficult one, unfortunate, but the rest of his team managing to pick up the slack around him there. And so even a player down, technically, still a round win.
Going to escape. Oh, but he goes in fast. Oh, right idea, the nade there as well. But not quite the HP there to be able to bring him that fight. Demka might be able to do the same thing. Let's continue to apply pressure. I think 9 Pandas are a bit scared.
Don't blame them as well. They are very much trapped here. They do have that route back through the canal, through their own spawn, but each direction they're looking to go right now is blocked. We've not unlocked this area, come back later. Demku forced to a little bit of angle here, hoping, expecting maybe a fight to be taken, but they're not going to, and maybe they're not quite sure that he's as close as they realise.
Ooh, well. Alright, okay. Resolt's still alive and kicking somehow. Does have the bomb on his back, but nope, will get shut down by Hades. Or proven effectful. And Monte grab 2 rounds now in a row. So economy in a low place for 9 Pandas.
Really nice coming out there from Gizmy. Knowing that the play was there, knowing that they were probably low, and instead of going aggressive, trying to get the kill for yourself, peeling back, throwing the flash, letting Hades get it, relying on that. Because we've seen so many times these, and it's usually been Gizmy doing it, the low HP multi-kills that end up spiraling and winning them the round. So the trust in the teammates is looking pretty good. And the buy's not amazing for them, even with the round win, but it's far better than what 9 Pandas is rolling onto site with here. Resol smoked way the hell off ramp. And they are held at bay, pinned in their spawn.
So what is the approach going to be? No, Pandas don't have a whole lot to lose here. Just hope to make up some noise. Maybe get a bomb plant.
maybe, but
Bit hesitant.
even then, very quiet. They've been given a lot of respect in mid that they might actually, I say that, sorry, Gizmy has moved on over. They have been given no respect in mid, been given no respect anywhere. I would be moving over, trying to take some space over towards the corridors over in A. But I guess hindsight is 2020. We've got the mini-map. We can see that there is not a foot to be placed outside of those doors.
Yeah, in this case, I think they're quite lucky if they can get away with one kill. Now, a run down in towards Donut. So far, actually. I mean, take only one casualty, but now walking out of the smoke, it's just going to be a massacre. All the advantages there in favour of Monte. And yeah, well, I mean, big damage. Monte survived with all 5. Looking good for them now. They kick things off here on CT.
They do indeed. And they've not really had the luxury of a strong start. They have been playing on the back foot for almost all of this series. So the fact that they've got a lead here, that's got to be a little bit worrying for 9 Pandas because they've got the headspace to do this. Weaponry on their side. Economy also going to be rolling a little bit more favourably for them as well on this T side. Early aggression. They're not going for the run boost this time. One too many times burnt by that Molotov. And this time actually just forsaking mid, letting them have it. This is going to be a bloodbath. Peek on out. Weapons on out. Are they expecting Crad? No, but Gizmy gets it anyway. AD is having a look over towards the cave. And again, nothing to be seen. Shelby gets one. Nice adjustment for the second. But even then, take one down. The other's ready. And it would have been a 2v3 the way. And Result left to try clutch. 9 and 3. Leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the team right now. But it would have to be magnificent.
No. Not gonna happen. I mean, Result has had its insane plays, even as to this map. But at the same time, it's a big task. So Monte keep it going. 4 rounds now in a row. Bank yet again empty. And it's not looking too bright here for 9 Pandas on this half.
Not yet. 4-2, we've had worse starts. This is more than acceptable at the moment. They've got the Tech 9s out. They've been menaces with them. And if they can do a little bit of damage here, maybe try and make a dent in the economy to stop Monte just steamrolling the bankroll. Dilladez, Molotov is going to hold him at bay. Everyone knows that he's here now. That's a little bit of backup from Result, though. Manages to get through, get around. Not being spotted, that smoke actually given a bit of room to work with. Now here comes the peak, and it is being waited for. Here comes the peak. Proceeds to not peak, actually. Backs away just the wrong second. The smoke would have blocked the line of sight, but has already got a head start on relocating. A lot of room taken here by Crad to work with, and actually they are going to look to try puncture this site. Ryu up first, trying to defend, just tries to run away, too many to deal with. Demq is managing to do something and stem the bleeding, but they are running him on down.
Ooh. Very important kill there, looking in the player advantage and trying to hope to crunch them up on this side. No way to go back. A Result with the bomb on his back, hopes to maybe get a kill before he goes to an attempt to plant. Oh! Hopes for one, both get shut down though, even with 2 players being low health. It's not gonna happen, not this round, and Monte strike again. And the momentum certainly has shifted. It's all on Monte's side, and 9 Pandas struggle to really set foot on the ground. Like it's only Result that has been able to get some impact going. But you know, if we take away that early pistol ace, he technically only is going 5 and 5.
Yeah, true, actually. 5 and 5 and 6. That's still not too bad.
Still not too bad, but the rest of the squad is relatively quiet, and it's not quite in the place where you wanted to be. Again, Dillard is now first man to fall. With, again, being one man down, getting red, spammed, 9 Pandas not left with a lot of breathing room.
And yet, Monte's already conversion on them, you're right. Suffocate them. Best way to put out the fire is by taking away the oxygen. Diho just tucked in, waiting. And they haven't actually peeked yet. HE Grenade is immaculate, looking away, trying to dodge the flash, but unfortunately is going to die. Gizmy gets one, gearing up for some more. They have lost sight, but they're already here and waiting. Caught with utility out, forces the fight forward, but no one is there to receive. Shelfie finds one. Demq trying to put up something, anything, but they walk into him, gets the first, and now last location is known. And this is the problem they had last round, is there is no way to get this bomb. There is no way to plant this bomb safely. Tries to go for the spray transfer, but unfortunately the double peek, the double hold, holds strong. Time up being called. I like this. We saw none in map number 1. We saw one, was it one from each side? I think it was one from each side last map.
Yeah.
And now, I like that they're using them. It's starting to slip too far out of their grasp already. Yes, you know, 6-6 at the half would still benefit them. They've got to get 4 more rounds in here somehow. Their money's, even with the CT economy, isn't always in the greatest of places. So I think taking the second to pause, take a breather, try figure out what's going wrong and how to just deal with the suffocation that they are being greeted with.
It's quite the uphill battle, especially mentally. You know, Dust 2, they had a strong start and they couldn't quite close it out. That was their chance, and now things maybe not looking so bright here. So you need to keep your cool. Alright, maybe go for a bit of a contact A play, which definitely wouldn't mind. But they lose Dilladez, who's creeping through middle, then maybe leave Shelfie to put pressure up on that part of the map as the rest continue to hunt down in towards A. Great kill there by Al. Finally, he is up on the scoreboard as well. He's able to do a lot, but Shelfie up on that crawl through middle. Couldn't quite do the job. Maybe Crad will, though. 3v3. Oh, but the numbers get dire once again, and they know exactly where Crad is. Crad is good for another kill, though. So the fight is not done yet. Oh, and as I say that, DK will bring an end to that fight. 7-2 now the scoreline, and it's looking rough for 9 Pandas.
Yeah, beautiful at the end there. Just the knowledge to track the location as you move around and get to safe space and safe haven. Yeah, looking really, really solid. 7-2 going into this. I have a feeling, I think the game on the other side, on the other channel, has finished. Sinners versus Paravision ends 2-0 to Sinners, 13-4 on map 1, and then 16-14, a lot closer there on map number 2. So it's just us now going for EU, and we're in it for the long haul. Ooh, that was a lot of headshot noises.
Alright, so good start. Yeah, maybe is on the way to make things very, very nasty. I mean, can be anything, but he will tuck himself more so into Cheetah there. Not quite committing, just holding off. Not showing too much skin. Meanwhile, though, Hades on the rotate to hunt down people over towards this A-bomb side. So far, so good. First kill of fact. DKI is teaming on the other side before, and there's information. Oh, and that's a second kill. It's lovely work coming down from Hades, and now together with Gizmy, they are making it work. Trying to shut down 9 Pandas here yet again. The Molotov is making things ever so tricky. Ooh, very ballsy peek there, but, well, the defuse is already done, as is the kill. Monte is not going home.
What on earth was that? I was a little bit worried. There was a timing that Gizmy could have found in mid, the player running through mid, and that would have made it so much easier, and he missed it just by milliseconds. And I thought, okay, this round, it's looking dire, it's looking difficult. What a sequence from Hades to keep it going. And the fact that he manages to stay in just the right coordinates so that he isn't spotted from, you know, the corridors and halls, but still manages to get the kill on everyone else. Lovely done. That sixth sense, the positioning just beautiful coming out from Monte here as well. Ryu with the opening as well. This was something that 9Pandas was desperately holding on to in map number 1 that got them the lead. And now Monte, it's a 2v2, but the health is not looking great for them.
It could be possible, but it is tricky. Trying to regroup here towards the B-bomb site. I mean, I guess the good thing is both CTs split up. But you never know. Tika's still alive. AK in his hand. Tika pretty much only has to breathe. And actually has some nades still left, so the timing and placement is right.
Exactly. Nades on both sides, but this definitely favours Monte here.
Oh, leg shot! Oh, the nade! It will kill Helv in time before DN Vet gets killed. Oh, that's one massive frag, and now Crad does have the bomb on his back. Maybe he's just gonna run for it. Well, looks like he will. And he will actually cross in time, but CT is gonna be the main problem here. Alright, we'll go for the plant. Hades knows. Hades needs to guess the angle. Oh my lord, another leg shot up in the air. And now, Krat, what will you do? Eyes are up on Donut, knowing a rotation could be coming through there. But you know there's also a Hades up in your back. Now with, in fact, a rifle. He has the more HP. Oh, he is not messing around. Oh, straight in the face. And with that, 9-2.
Yeah, I mean, great to see a bomb plant come out of it. And managing to get there, Hades just a little bit too slow to spot the plant. Not really wanting to push around that angle and try hope that it wasn't a fake. But yeah, the fact that 9Pandas get a bomb plant out of that is good for them. It means that they can afford a little bit more utility in this round. Still missing a couple of pieces here and there. But overall, you really, really can't complain. You know, blink and you miss it with what they actually don't have with this buy. And Monte, they've got the round. They'll be happy with that. Maybe kicking themselves that they let the bomb plant happen. But 9-2, there is no complaints here going into the final round of the half.
Alright, player boosted up. Oh, they're so ready for him though. Quick kill from Resol, trying to put pressure up on the back of the site. Rue is able to fight on the corner of this smoke. Good for a double. Bring back the lead in their favor. Make it a third. Monte is not messing around again. Look at that, almost 4 kills there for Rue. Crad, 14 HP, still standing though. Made himself push in towards Temple. Trying to wrap around, the timing is good. But now, of course, all the eyes are going to be up on there. Do they know there's actually a CT up on the side?
I don't think they do.
Not too sure.
Stayed so silent.
Well, now they do. Oh, the Hunt! Hunt with the pistol, and Hades actually wins that fight. 9Pandas. Such a good shot. Very good ideas with Crad trying to wrap through Temple. Shelfie now trying to replicate the same thing. Gets predicted, but Shelfie has the better weapon. Gives me now, though.
Element of surprise.
Yeah, well, little switcheroo himself. Oh, right from behind he will come. Double digits secured for Monte as we go into half number 2.
If you wanna be my love, baby, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
ease my brain. There's no time to debate. Climb out the sheets, find the jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter. Commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. Saying it'll all be fine. While you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
You look like a child. Well, thank you very much, Arthur. I've been very lucky down here. Feeling better than I did up north.
Collars itching, face switching, another cup of joe and I'm fine. Come 5, I can burn a fresh dime. Lifting up the burdens, putting weight on my mind. Bet if I didn't chase that and embrace distractions, master my lack of faith and break through. Faded from color, reaching to find.
Salutations and welcome back, fellow Counter-Strike enjoyers. 210 is the scoreline that we have left off on, and it's where we're going to be picking back up 9 Pandas in dire need of this pistol. They've got the Judy themselves, they've got a couple of bits of util, and they've got a hope and a dream here. Monte ready, the aggression already waiting in the wings, hoping to put the final nails in this coffin.
The start was insanely strong for Monte, and there were honestly a lot of close rounds where I thought it could have gone 9 Pandas' way, but Monte are just insane to close things out and maybe want to get this over and done with very soon. Hades pops off on the kill feed. Crad tries to hang on. It's not quite done yet, but with a bomb plant in Monte's pocket, their chances are getting slimmer.
That they are. Beautiful, beautiful kill there. Going for some more D-high. He's had a slow series, but this is the way to ramp it up. End on a crescendo. And there's the 11th. 9 Pandas. It's not over till it's over, okay? It's not over till that 13th round hits the board. But it is starting to look a little bit desperate. And there's only so much copium people will allow me to huff here. The comeback is always real. But it's not going to happen this round, I don't think. They've invested everything into these utils, into a couple of upgraded pistols. They will have naught going into the next round if they lose this. So this is a Hail Mary.
Alright, a lot of noise being made there up in towards middle. My Pandas make their presence known. At the same time, though, Monte go the way of B. Nice Molotov there. But at the same time, Monte is going to be planting straight away. And even, you know, lovely push into CT here perhaps. Trying to burn them alive as we speak. And now it's only Result that is left. We've seen him ace before. But
Not like
this time with a pistol, this is, yeah, it's not going to be the round, unfortunately.
You sounded way too happy to say burn them alive there. I'm a little scared now.
Yeah,
I feel like 9
yeah.
Pandas do right now. But yeah, honestly, lovely stuff there. There's no kit available, so there's not even going to be like a last minute throw yourself on the bomb. But yeah, and not even going to be allowed like an exit kill. Not allowed a weapon either. This is so in the wounds. And 12, the money is not great. They're going to have a couple of SMGs or Deagles if they choose to go the route of utility, which, you know, often they favoured and often has favoured them as well. Or a FAMAS, actually. I forget that people still use that weapon sometimes. But yeah, it's looking like pistols, an MP9 and util. And if you're Monte here, you're smiling to yourselves. All you've got to do is not mess this up. I like the early aggression and I like trying to hold them back, but the issue is they've already swarmed.
A lot of damage already taken for 9 Pandas. Rue grabbing that first kill as well. And even though things have slowed down, it's the mental game here as well. There's 10 rounds difference. Monte only 1 round away. 9 Pandas even looking to maybe group up in this case. And it looks like the guess might be wrong. It's an execute up on this B bomb site. Smokes and mollies are up. Brad will try to get behind, try to get proactive, but opportunity denied. Monte with 1 step across that finish line, hoping to get it done. Dika certainly will lock in 1 more kill. And even Shelby tries to hang on for dear life. It's all onto Elv. MP9 in a dream, but it gets shut down as a Monte with an extremely dominant victory, get it over the